Hi everyone, Nathan here. It's Christmas Eve, 24th of December 2016. Australia at Christmas. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering exactly what it's like. Well, today I'm going to take you outside and show you what it's like out there. It's pretty bad. It's quite a dangerous venture. So the best thing for us to do is be well prepared. Right. Now that I'm well prepared, we can head out. But first thing before we head out, my Canon 700D in all its beauty. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. My wife has gotten me two different lenses. She's gotten me the 24mm street photography lens and the 10x18mm landscape photography lens. And I've also got a neutral density filter under there as well. And she's gotten me, if you see in this corner here, this is excellent. A beautiful low pro camera bag, because it's got so much storage in that. I'll give you more of a look later on. But first off, let's go. Now today's vlog is just going to be something a little short and sweet. Really the idea of today is just walking around, having a little wander. Next week I'll be heading into the city to take some great shots, landscape shots, street shots, and go down right by the waterfront by the Harbour Bridge and get some nice long exposure with my neutral density filter. There's not much people on the road today. It's Christmas Eve obviously. Today I'm heading down to the Horse and Dog Park just down the road. It's quite a nice area. Oh yeah, I'm wearing this hat out. I don't care. It's hot. It's probably about 28 degrees today. So right ahead of us is the park here. Let's go. Alright, here we are. This is it. Welcome to an Australian Christmas. Lawnmowers, birds, cicadas, crickets, spiders, snakes, anything that kills you. Unfortunately, that's what summer's like here. You get very hot days, very hot days. I think the max we've had this month is probably about a 38-degree day. I'm boiling. There's a few people out. A couple of birds, so I'm going to take some photos of birds up here shortly, so you can see how that goes along. Have a listen to this. This is literally the best sounds ever. Well, this is exactly why I came down here. Take some nice photos of birds, have a little bit of a walk around, hear the fresh air, feel the fresh air, and just relax, really. Because it's going to be a big night. So I'm going to take another little time lapse and then we're going to head back up. This is a very short and sweet vlog. I'm literally just showing you around what Christmas Eve is like, and at the end of the vlog I'll show you some Christmas lights we saw last night, which is apparently voted best street in Sutherland Shire. So that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. You had to literally get out of the car and walk to it. That's how great it was. Probably not as great as America, but you know, we try. For this shooting, I'll be using my 55x250 lens. Now this lens here, it's probably like a mini telephoto lens. It's not as great as like the 150x600 Sigma lens, which you can get for a lot of full frame cameras. But I've got a crop sensor, which is doing me just fine. It's got autofocus, manual focus. I use a lot of manual focus for a lot of macro. People just say, why don't you use auto? Because I like having full control of my focus. It feels like I'm more in control of my camera. If I choose to use autofocus when macros, it's usually because, I don't know, I'm lazy particularly, but Manual focus is always best for me. I'm using manual focus right now, see? Let's take this for a spin. Now for most of these shots, I want to try get shutter speed of below, between like 500 and 1000. So I want to make sure my aperture is at least on a 4.5 higher aperture, just to get that little bit more light in to allow extra room for that shorter shutter speed. So let's test this out. So we're going to go ahead and set our aperture and shutter speed to the right settings and see how we go. So there's a fair few birds out today. You can see it's cooled down quite a lot now. So continuing my story, I suppose, about summer in Australia. Sydney, we don't really have much going on now. George Street and Pitt Street and all that, they've all got these big decorations that sit up in places and a tree, and they light a tree every year, so not really much that goes on. In terms of like, I don't know, celebrations and stuff, I personally, my family, we have this big family celebration on Christmas Day. We usually drive up north towards the Central Coast. I don't know, I stay in Sydney and we go to my cousins and aunties, uncles' place, and we just have this big family lunch, and probably stuff you guys have over there. Like, there's honestly not really much going on in Australian Christmas. We get snakes, spiders, and anything that can kill you. So that's exactly it. Let's go for a walk. So next weekend, I'll be heading down to a place that I absolutely love. This place is historical. It's photogenic, it's picturesque, it's peaceful, calm, serene. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Not many people actually know of it. It is kind of a hidden gem for the south areas of Sydney, and it's going kind of halfway towards the south coast here. The south coast is actually coastal country. It's got the coast one side, you look out one window as you're driving along, and then you got the country the other side and you look out the other window. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Do you like this point of view? You're in a tree. So what I'm thinking is we'll head back up. I'll show you through my camera bag and what I'm going to put in there, what's going to build into it, and then when I get more stuff I'll make a kit video. One thing I will point out though is actually the other day I got accepted into my photography course, so my certificate 4 in photo imaging. I start that in February, so that's going to be brilliant. It goes for a year, and after that I get a qualification and I'll know a lot more than I do now, which I know a fair bit now, but not enough to be able to, I don't know, teach or give you insight. Or I can mention lenses, I can mention anything else, but other than that, there's not really much going on in here, other than what I know. So that's actually probably a pretty good thing. It's quiet here at the moment. There's nothing else going on. I'm gonna head back up because the birds are around, but it's, I don't know, it is Christmas after all, so they're, how'd that get there? It is Christmas after all, so they're celebrating with their families. Probably. Alright, let's head back up. We're back. Right, so you saw a little bit of how Australia is in summer. God damn. So what I'm going to show you now is my camera bag. It is brilliant. So this bag here, now I'm going to show you what's inside. Nothing is inside. What I truly love about this is the amount of space. Now, these in here are all adjustable. You can rip these out just like so, and you can put them anywhere you want. You can fit, what's this, roughly, so far, like by default, you can fit 12 lenses in there. And you can fit 2 cameras, or as many cameras as you can fit 3 or 5 in here if you wanted to, even 6. Spaces for memory cards up here. Remote, I'm going to put my new remote in there. There's also part at the back here. Probably see in there. You can store a lot in there, maybe even some small lenses you can put in there as well. Put cords and such in here, or little booklets or guides. There's a lot of guides around that maybe people even use, like little white bits of paper. For example, this is just batteries, but if you were to stick like something over the lens like that, people have these little white cards to try to get their white balance right when they're recording or taking pictures, or it's a little handy trick that photographers know of. Hey, let's go. So you can put your drink bottles in here, some drink bottle in here, or you can put a tripod right in there, or you can attach your tripod onto here easily, or you can tie your tripod here. The front's pretty cool. You can put your charging cables in, you can put pens or whatever in there, or remotes or lenses in there, or whatever the hell you want really. It's just, right, lastly I want to show you this. They think of everything. This is Sam freaking sensational. So, raining, pouring rain outside, grab this, chuck it right over, put it down, pull it up, stick it on your back, and away you go. So, what I'm gonna be showing you now is a little bit of Christmas footage which I picked up last night at a street I was describing to you earlier. Enjoy. This will be just a little bit just before I end the video, a little bit of an outro. But for now, while we wait and I transition you to this next video, here is a little bit of a tune. From me to all of you, have a very Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year. Enjoy this next short of Christmas in Australia. So I hope you all enjoyed that little Christmas compilation there. This comes to the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed everything you saw today. Next time, probably next week, I'm going to be going to Sydney, and I'm going to be taking some brilliant landscape shots, some street shots and everything you can imagine. I'll be describing how I'm taking the shots. I'll probably bring my friend James along with me, and he'll bring his Pentax camera along. I'm glad you could tag along with me on these adventures, and if you do like this video, feel free to subscribe just down here. And right here is a little link to my previous video, my vlog 2. That's another little picturesque hidden gem that I have found right near where I live. So enjoy guys, have a brilliant Christmas, and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Hi, one last thing before I go. If you want to get recent updates about my videos, click that little bell button down near the subscribe button. You'll be notified every time I upload a video, which is every Saturday. Thanks very much, guys.